across the globe have embraced the whole idea about menstruation. It is a part of us. But how do women ensure personal hygiene during the time of the month? May 28th marks Menstrual Hygiene Day, where the world seeks to create awareness on menstrual hygiene management, break period stigma, and create awareness on all the issues affecting women during that time. As we celebrate the day, some women in Ghana share their challenges and experience during the time of the month.
Before my first menstruation, I didn't really receive a lot of talks about it, except the normal studies I had in class back in primary. I would say that I had little knowledge about it. My first menstruation wasn't that embarrassing, but I had friends who kind of got embarrassed because they weren't prepared and they saw themselves, and we had some of the guys laughing at them and all that. There are many myths out there, such as a woman who menstruates is, so there are some villages who even attribute it to a punishment by the gods, or a situation where a woman menstruating cannot even engage in social activities. Menstruation is a normal thing that happens to every girl.
Unfortunately, I didn't have any person, man or woman, to educate me on menstruation. It just came, so I had to sort myself, out. And then me in person, by the grace of God, I don't really face any challenges from beginning till now. I'm always fine. I'm always okay.
With the school that I went to, we were actually fortunate enough to have people come to our school to teach the girls how to go about this whole menstruation thing. So I had pre-education on menstruation before I actually had my menses. And also I had a stigma going around that menstruation is death, the death come out of us. So anytime we are in our menses, we are not supposed to cook for our husbands because we are not clean.
All my life experiencing my menses, of course, I have only used pads, but I'm yet to try tampons and the period cups because I hear they're very effective, especially the period cups. And my worst menstrual experience, it doesn't include me making a mess out of myself in the midst of people, but I experienced dysmenorrhea, which is excruciating pain during that time of the month. So I was sent to the bank by my mother, and I passed out at the bank because I was in so much pain that I couldn't take it. And so the next thing I knew is I was facing the ceiling. And yes, that is my worst menstrual experience.
What I do to put myself in a mood, like an excited mood, just so I don't react in a rude way. Or I don't end up being rude to people. I listen to music that will make me dance and move my head a lot. So it's kind of lifts my spirit, and that's how I go through my day. Whenever I'm going through pain too, I make sure I'm very active, because the way menstrual cycle is when you are going through your menstrual cycle and you are just idle, you're not doing anything, the pain escalates. But when you have pain and you are active and you are productive, one way or the other, your body gets used to it and the pain goes down.
I had my first menstrual cycle at age 10. I was in primary 5 when it happened. I'm guessing at that age, no mother was really expecting her daughter to have that kind of knowledge yet, because it was too early, even though I had already developed breasts and everything. But I guess she felt it was too early, so it only came after my first day. And then we moved on from there. It wasn't a big deal. We didn't have any big celebration or nothing. It was just like, okay, so this is what happens to every woman every month, and blah blah blah. Of course, when you have sex with a man will come in. My case is a severe case of dysmenorrhea. I throw up. I have severe cramps. Sometimes moving becomes problematic. The pains are terrible. I mean, I fall seriously sick during the first 3 days. So it's like, in a way, I kind of announced to everybody that, okay, it's that time of the month.
One of the days when you are having, if you're a lady and you're having your menses, you don't cook. You're not being allowed to touch any dish in the house, or bowls in the house to cook, to prepare food for the family, because they think that you as a woman having your menses, you are filthy. And sometimes you are being caged like a dog or some kind of an animal, so that you don't come closer to the normal, quote unquote, the normal people we have there in society, for you to get them contaminated or polluted. That is the traditional stigmatization we've had out there when it comes to menses.
And talking about embarrassing moment, have I been? Yes, I have experienced that. I remember very well. I went to work. I was so excited. I had clothes from had my radio show at close. I was all jumping around, having fun with the guys around, and then my friend had to call me to the side and say, "Esther, check your skirt." I'm like, "What's up?" I had a denim skirt on. "What's up?" And then I thought I was safe with the denim skirt on, because menstruating, you have to be careful what you wear. So I thought I was safe, but no. So she called me and asked me to check. I checked, and I had like blood stains at the back of my skirt. I had to rush back to the bathroom and wash everything. Stayed there. I was so embarrassed.
Women across the globe continue to face period stigma. Some religions and cultures met out restrictions to women during their period. They are forbidden from partaking in certain activities. How is the situation in Ghana? Do women still experience period stigma in our country?
Nsu bi wɔ hɔ a eti bra nti nsu a eti bra no de sɛ wobu nsa a wonkom ɛna ofi bi nso wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ ofi kɛse akunwa dam anaasɛ ɔbosom bi si hɔ nti sɛ afi no nso wobu nsa a wonkɔ hɔ na sɛ efi no yɛ kristofo fi na ɛyɛ fi a akunwa nnam a ɛna wobu nsa a wokɔ hɔ na nsu a wɔnkɔ mu no so bi a na nsu eti bra sɛ ofikun a ɛnkɔ mu no sɛ wɔde kɔ mu na wɔhu sɛ ɛba sɛ wɔhu de a wɔbɛtwe w'aso wɔbɛgye wo guan anaa akokɔ sɛ wɔhu de a na sɛ wɔmɛhu de a sɛ na wafa wo ho adi menim sɛ nsusanso bi wɔ hɔ a ɛbɛtumi aba.
Jokes about menstrual cycle, they say, are not funny. At the mention of the name period, most women panic due to the pain they have to go through. But are these painful menstruation normal, or should women seek medical attention? There are so many myths concerning painful menstruation. Some say that women who go through this pain find difficulties when it comes to conceiving a child. How true is this? Let's get answers on this and more from a health expert.
There are several conditions that will predispose you to having painful menses. Commonly, uterine fibroids and what we call endometriosis. Endometriosis is when you have the lining of the womb also found outside of the womb. And then when you're having your menses, you also sort of bleed outside the womb, and that causes a lot of pain. But these are the two common conditions that we have here that really causes painful menses.
Okay, so indeed it's not normal as some people see it, and they should seek medical advice when they experience extremely painful menses.
Yes, you should seek medical advice anytime you have painful menses. Some people have what we call physiological type, where you have no predisposing factor, you have no fibroids, you don't have any endometriosis. However, it could be imbalance in some hormones that you have. But in all these, you need to seek medical care so that we can actually give you a right diagnosis and take care of you properly.
But then I've had experience of women who, during the time of their menses, they get sick, they have to be admitted at the hospital, some vomit. It's very severe. How do we deal with all this pain?
So you need to know your cycle type. Say, do you have a 28-day cycle? Do you have a 30-day cycle? You need to know when your menses is going to start. If you are someone who has very severe menstrual pains, usually when you come to the hospital, we actually find out the cause of the painful menses. And then we tell you when to take your medication. Usually we tell you to take your medication, say 2 days before your normal menses. And then that will actually ease the pain. However, if you are the type that usually vomits, has so much pain, we need to admit you. Then during that time, you come in, we give you medication, and then subsequently, we try and control your cycle so you don't have to come in and have all those admission and medication. Yes. It isn't that when you have painful menses then you wouldn't be able to have children in the future, or you have problems with fertility. It depends on the cause of your painful menses. If it's not endometriosis or uterine fibroids actually has some effect on fertility, then you don't have any cause to be afraid of the fact that you may not have children in the future. However, if it's due to endometriosis, they need to come in so that we take care of it and then increase your chances of having children in future. So you shouldn't say that once you have painful menses, then automatically you won't have children in future.
But then I've had instances where some women say they have drug that they take that can let their menses come quickly. And then some people too, after their menses, they take in some medicines to, clear their system. Is that all necessary, or the vagina can take care of itself when it comes to cleaning yourself, like the system after menstruation?
You don't need to take any medication to clean yourself. The body actually cleanses itself after your menses. So during your menses, there's no need for you to insert your hands deep into your vagina and sort of scoop everything out and wash yourself. No, you're actually introducing infection into your pelvic area, and then that will actually predispose you to having more painful menses, because once you start introducing infection into your pelvis, you are predisposed to pelvic inflammatory disease. That also causes painful menses. So the body cleanses itself after the menses.
And finally, as we mark Menstrual Hygiene Day, what was your advice to women on how to keep the area very clean in times during and after menstruation?
Okay, so my advice to all of us is to, during the time of your menses, anytime you go and change, you need to wash your hands first. Then you take off your pad, and then after that, you wash your hands before you put on another one. Then you should try and change your sanitary wear at least twice in a day. And then during bath time, there's no need to insert your fingers into your vagina, because that will predispose you to a lot of infection later on.
Period stigma isn't limited to developing countries. Various organizations and movements have been calling for the removal of tax on menstrual supplies, including sanitary towels. Young girls need to be prepared and made aware of menstruation, proper waste disposal, and the importance of menstrual hygiene. My name is Paulina Deda Opoku, reporting for Ghana Web.